Let's see. This first initial break, you can already see on the minimap Snoopy is far ahead. As you've been seeing, he has. Hydra will get him. They are waiting. They are ready. On the other side of it, Boston Breach looking over towards the B-bomb site.
Oh, Kismet's already made the play. I mean, he's gotten through. Absolutely no intel. Nobody turning around for this. So he should get at least one free kill, and it'll be on Priesta. Next man to fall. 2 versus 4. They have bomb in hand, but basically no map control, and not even going to go for the plant through the smoke. Boston, desperation hour.
I love that from Kismet. Gives up the flying and says, you know what? We've got the kill. We've got the numbers. I'm going to play safe, and we can get this squeeze on afterwards. And now you can already see on the minimap every single angle for New York is covered. The only thing they haven't got is whether or not they're going to grab this player on the flag. It doesn't really matter. Sib's already taken down 1. It's now Capsule 1 versus 4.
Well, able to get at least sort of one freebie kill in that moment for the trade, but this would be more than a top 5 play of the week. This would be a play of the year if he's able to pull it off, but too many corners to check, too many directions to look, and again, containing the SMG threat, exactly what New York Subliners able to do in that first round. It's a very common thing. The teams on offense get an SMG player up into P1 or Rubble or B-Dom, whatever you want to call it, in a very deadly position. Hydra just meets him there first, has the height advantage, get the first blood, and Kismet obviously with a flank after the fact. New York Subliners strangling them in round 1.
Yeah, just ready for it. After that first blood, you can tell Boston a little bit hesitant. Let's see if that keeps it though on the defensive side. New York will be attacking this time, and it looks like an A hit with the way they're angling. Going straight for it. No, I tell a lie. They're going for mid control completely.
Well, they're making a lot of noise over towards A as well, and you see Capsule already starting to rotate back. Same thing with Priesta, but on that rotation, Capsule still able to find a first kill. And Kismet's going to be in a cheeky spot towards the middle of the map, but Capsule, he's done his homework. That is 2 freebies for him. The only man to get any kills on Boston just yet, and Willie gets traded out. Priesta there for the trades, and it's looking like 2 dominant rounds on defense. Sib, new man on the roster for the 1v3.
Slipped through just a little bit. Nobody's still quite a place to sit him, and now he's going to be hiding in a storefront. But that won't let you go anywhere else, I'm afraid. Boston, around on the board for them. And you've got to say, Capsule, with that rotation, already finding Hydra, then getting the second. It just threw New York into complete chaos.
Yeah, I mean, it did look like Subliners were trying to, like, throw a bunch of nades and tacks over towards A to sort of bait out some noise and a rotation. But, I mean, Capsule rotates from B straight towards the middle of the map, exactly where those players were, and just drops them. So, an interesting idea, but to no avail there in round 2. Defense remains supreme for the moment, but at least now we've made it to the portion of the game where the trophies are going to start coming into play. So, more opportunities to actually go for the bomb plants.
Here we go. This is all about this first initial push. You can see again, Boston have a game plan, but Capsule's going to get caught. The trade has already gone through. 3 versus 3. Sib going to be trying to sit here now, knowing that pressure is on the B side. The rest of New York not really going to be able to trade him out if he gets caught.
Yeah, Boston have an idea that he's back on the bridge, though. The problem for Boston, though, is the bomb is down in sort of an exposed position, so I don't think you're going to die when you go and collect, but certainly you expect New York to get some amount of information. They're just leaving Kismet in the middle of the map to watch everything. Skies gets to roam around A. Make no mistake, the onus and presence is going to be on this B side of the map. Sib will be one of the first players in the mix.
Yeah, that wonderful hindsight as well. We know that they can get the bomb, but the fear of getting it was a little bit more. Snoopy, does he make a move here? The rest of his teammates are going towards that mid-map control, but Kismet finds Slasher. Priesta will get that trade as well. Sib will get the kill, and it all falls down. Boston Breach weren't really able to move after that first kill chance.
Yeah, and again, it's just because of where that bomb falls, and I think they had an idea that a player was going to be near bridge, but Snoopy, before he tries to retreat back, his teammates just got traded towards the middle of the map, so the sneaky spot from Kismet, and Sky's roaming around right next to him, good enough for the trade, so a well-executed round by New York. And of course, I mean, Hydra gets the first blood on Capsule. Again, those are players that are going to be constantly in those first blood engagements, and Hydra might make a maniac play to take him down, but really slows the pace of the round down and makes it easy for his teammates.
Initial nade out, Kismet this time going towards A. Bomb carrier with a mid-map control here for New York. Already players gotten through. Hydra is climbing a ladder and getting up top. This is a great setup. They just have to find Snoopy. He is the player on Boston that will make this either a win or a loss for them.
Yeah, you have a couple island players. Hydra might just get a freebie in this moment. I don't think there's anybody that would make this sort of read that he'll be playing up top. So Hydra's in the middle of a patience game, but where Sib is going to fall, that means the Subliners a man down are going to be feeling a bit more pressure. You feel obligated to make a move, and Priesta, too patient, shuts you down. So that first blood really sort of sealing the fate potentially of this round. But a 2 versus 4 clutch from Kismet Skies that is simply not going to last.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about the A side, but New York suddenly took a very big disliking to it. They were hoping for a first blood or some sort of information, and when they didn't get it, they rotated back. Unfortunately, they'd already given up map control.
Yeah, and it's one of those, I think the A bomb site on Karachi, I haven't checked the updated statistics, but is the only one where the post plant, it's actually less than a 50% chance of winning the round and getting the bomb down. So if you're going towards A, you have to make sure you are on point, because it's not as easy to watch in the post plant situation. So I think a lot of the ideas from New York are just looking for those early kills on offense. Not always too easy. They got shut down again.
Well, 2-2, both teams taking their turns to get these rounds on the board. Boston going for that mid-control again. They did get here first, and looking like a B hit again. Snoopy will fly in, sees a second one, able to get it down to a 3 versus 3. More pressure coming in from Boston. Capsule, with that smoke down, is looking to make a move.
Well, I think that might have been Hydra smoke just to escape. Yeah, Capsule still has his in hand, so Hydra used it to get away. Away he has gotten, and then with next kill in the round. Lightning pays. Last time he got called out, he was near the bomb in 1 shot. Now you got to be worried about him being in your spawn. So Slash are going to have multiple things to watch as Hydra, just a ever-present force on the map, forcing everyone into death, making the big play once again. And that's also 5 rounds in a row on defense.
I think the biggest thing here for New York is they're just not letting Boston get at all comfortable towards this B site. They're not letting them out. They're not letting them get any sort of control over it. Boston, they want to get that bomb down and then play post-plant. They're just not able to at all. And the fact that Hydra got out as well and found another kill, it was basically the beginning of the end.
Yeah, and I think Boston were running back a strat from like 2 rounds before where they tried to get Snoopy out aggressive towards the middle of the map. If you notice, they're getting a trophy down, Boston is, but the nades are still landing at their feet. So Snoopy's going for that child with just 30 HP. So the nade coordination right now for the Subliners on point. Maybe they need something more like that. You see the stuns from the other side doing damage, but towards the middle of the map, Sib picks up the kill on Priesta. Smoke is down. This could be our first offensive win.
Kismet gets away as well. 2 versus 4. Already Snoopy's been seen. Capsule is trying to make a hero play as he gets up top, but has to drop back down as well. And Scott says, thank you very much. Just looking for everybody. And Snoopy finds one, but with 30 seconds and a marathon to try to get to this point.
Yeah, this is a bomb site that is almost hopeless to be able to retake. Subliners don't waste any time, and I mean, that is your first offensive round, and that comes off the back of Sib. I mean, he is the replacement for Priesta on this team, and that's exactly the man that he kills. And from what it looked like on the minimap, just a straight gunny fight right down mid. Whoever wins it gets the advantage, and New York Subliners deliver that 4-2 lead.
And now for Boston. They have to maybe try and change something up on their attacking rounds. It hasn't been going great for them. Where is that adjustment? What do they do?
Well, I think New York may be ready for some A pressure, because instead of 4 stacking B, they actually roam over towards A. So New York playing at a little default. Boston making some noise, but maybe you're just going to fall into the play as well. Snoopy roaming over towards A, but it just looks like a default setup from both of these teams. Of course, in a default sort of round, the first blood really can make a massive difference.
Yeah, Boston have gone passive here, maybe expecting a little bit of pressure. This may all fall on Skies. If you can keep away from the eyes of Boston, keep alive, they can do something. You look how they're stacked up, but Skies already finds Priesta. That's huge. Boston, they had a plan to go towards B again. It hasn't gone away anywhere. They're now going to have to hope Snoopy, the furthest player forward, can break this deadlock.
The problem for Snoopy, though, is like Hydra is more or less hunting for him. Capsule is able to find a kill in the meantime, but it is still going to be Hydra behind enemy lines. He is top red, and he can wait to make this jump. And I think if Capsule starts to make so much noise, yep, there you go. The kill finally comes through. Man advantage, no time on the clock, and everybody falls, and New York still are going to remain perfect on defense. Slasher just not having enough time to work with.
Very little we can do. Outnumbered. And even if he gets one, the other one won't be found. And New York, it's almost as if they've got the Boston playbook. They weren't shy. They stayed away, and Skies held his position. They tried to get that A pressure down, but nobody moved. There was no gap for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's anchors on one side of the map for New York Subliners. And then, I mean, as soon as noise was made over towards B, a couple players from New York do rotate back over towards that site. Not Hydra. He plays as that roaming sort of island player, and he's so late into the play that it just turns into effectively a free flank to shoot Capsule in the back. So the heads up, high IQ plays. New York Subliners 5-2 lead. And they're back on offense, but things have been working for them. Straight down in the middle of the map goes Hydra.
Capsule, though, gets Hydra this time. For New York, all the doors have closed. We can see on the minimap there is nothing towards A, but they won't know this. They have to check all the corners. They have to worry about all the power positions. If New York are brave, if they have the courage to make this, there is an opportunity.
They're not even getting the bomb down. They want to pick so bad before they actually commit to this plant, but you get a little bit of information. Never going to win that gunfight, so you go for the bomb plant. It is mentioned before, post plants, this is a very difficult bomb site to watch, especially with a man down. Kismet, though, might be making the play. He is going to be fully behind enemy lines.
Kismet, the flank man. Gonna find one, holding, finds the first, and now they have to worry about two angles. Boston breach, it is not secure for them now. This all comes down to individual gunfights. Capital finds Sim already. Skies running for his life. Little bit of control given up at the bomb site here. New York do not have it. They're gonna have to be careful. Kismet finds the second one on that flank. Skies dives to the bomb. Capsule finds Kismet. 1 versus 2 now for Skies. He's been found, and that's what happens post-plant, Chance.
Yeah, it's just chaos, man. It is chaos, and it is so difficult in spite of the fact that Subliners more or less made the perfect play. Like, you know, maybe if a one-on-one gunfight goes a little bit differently, they could have an advantage, but Boston just end up swarming in spite of the interesting idea there from Kismet. And a lot of credit to that smoke grenade as well, just to bait out Skies. If he's able to play in ticket, go through, like, you know, throw a shoulder, see the bomb, back down, his spot never gets located. Because he actually has to go and chow into the smoke, he just ends up in a very exposed position. So good plays on both sides. Boston, though, obviously, they need an offensive round just to respond for New York, and they might have found a perfect opening. A has been left wide open the first time they've really come here with the bomb all game. So they have aggressive positioning, but New York have already responded. 2 players have rotated back, so it could have been an early pressure. Now it might be a little bit more difficult.
And they're still checking. They're still wondering where on earth these players are. I think Capsule figured out someone's above him. And they're backing off here. Boston still want to make this move. He's going straight for it. Bomb going down for Boston. All players still alive.
And look at Kismet, though, right? Again, he's waiting for his teammates maybe to sort of give him some information, but he's behind enemy lines, ready for the kill. Hydra's going on a flank as well, but Slasher catches him. So now it's a 3v4 for this retake.
And everybody just a little bit stressed out here. Boston do have a better position. They have the numbers for this one. Snoopy finds the first, but not the second. Sim will get it. So much work to do, though. With 25 seconds left to go. Kismet will find another one. 2 versus 2, but time is against them. The Ninja. Surely not. Kismet, he doesn't fake. He doesn't worry about it, and it's going to get it as well.